Hey, welcome shipmates. It's been a long time since I've been able to record a video of anything I've been able to purchase. Things have been getting dry as of late, and the short story is my guy at the Salvation Army, he's been keeping stuff for himself and trying to put it on eBay. I'm trying to put a stop to that. Not trying to discourage him from selling. I am trying him to just trying to get him to make sure that he, kind of tosses me a bone every once and again. He's got a pretty incredible Super Nintendo bundle that he just hasn't been able to sell on eBay because he's setting the buy it now price and the reserve price and the starting of the bidding way too high. He's starting the bidding at $500, and people on eBay aren't going to do that. Set it lower, let it bid itself up, put a reserve price of where you're comfortable, or I offered to sell it for him on Craigslist, and I don't need any money. I just want him to keep supplying me some games. So anyways, good luck to him. He hasn't been hooking me up lately, but you'll see what I found in a couple minutes. So I've got a mix of retail buys and then one really good Salvation buy that he hooked me up with. But so it is now Friday on May the 29th, and we all know that Fridays are Nintendo days. So let's get right into what I bought at GameStop. First of all, through Amazon last week, I picked up the Mario Puzzles and Dragons and Puzzles and Dragons Z combo pack. This game's really addictive. It takes a couple minutes to get used to, but once you do, the little RPG elements are pretty cool, and it's Mario, so you know I'm going to buy it. Other things I purchased today, I purchased a wired 360 aftermarket controller. This one's a GameStop variant, and the reason why is Steam is awesome, and I haven't been taking advantage of the many, many great games I've downloaded. The most recent game I downloaded on one of their weekly sales was Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. Sorry for the noise, I'm unwrapping the controller while we speak, but it was the definitive edition of Sleeping Dogs on Steam, and I'm running Windows 8.1, and all I have is wireless controllers, and the quote-unquote plug-and-play controllers do not work. So I dropped some money. I dropped like 25 bucks and got a generic Xbox 360 wired controller. They didn't have any pre-owned ones. This was 24 bucks, so it's got a pretty good feel to it. But yeah, I definitely want to start taking advantage of PC gaming because I have a pretty sweet PC that I put together. Tangent on that story. I said I wasn't going to talk about any news, but this isn't news because this is my personal experience. The Witcher 3. Awesome game, no question. I'm not an RPG fan, hardly have ever been, but Witcher 3 is pretty awesome. Problem is, I got it on Xbox One, and there is a known save problem with this game. So I experienced it the first time where it doesn't let you save, and I lost about 45 minutes of progress. Not a big deal, pretty early on, and all it really made me redo was skip a whole bunch of dialogue trees I had already listened to and do like 1 or 2 bits of traveling. So not a big deal. I was able to get some more progress in the game, and then I hit the bug again where it wouldn't let me manually save, and when I completed quests, it wouldn't auto-save. So I lost close to 5 hours of progress in that game, and that's highly disappointing. I got towards the end of a side quest and I died, and if you die not on a side quest, but just kind of out in the open, it just respawns you pretty much close by. So it wasn't a big deal, but because I was fighting a boss for a sub quest or a side quest, yeah, not only did it not save my game, but it wouldn't load the game, period. I got a never-ending load screen. So I contacted CD Projekt Red, and they haven't gotten back to me yet, but I am going to bombard them with emails. I want a refund, or I want a PC code. Will they give it to me? Probably not, but you know what? There's a lot of grumblings about the game's not broken, but the really unfinished state and the buggy condition the game was released in. It's not a game-breaking bug. It's just a heartbreaking bug for me. So hopefully they indulge me and they hook me up with that. So other retail purchase today, I was able to pick up Splatoon, retail copy, retail price. It looks super fun, and with the kind of the spat of games I've been playing, they're not really they're longer session games. They're campaigns and stuff. So this is a quick get in, get out, play a couple rounds, and plus the game looks gorgeous on all the videos I've seen online. And we'll give it a go. We'll see how it goes. And no French on the back of this one for the main part of the game description. So that's kind of rare recently from Nintendo. Also, today was Wave 4 of Amiibo Day, and GameStop had stuff. So I picked up Wario. This was my #1 most wanted one. So I was able to get Wario. Pretty happy about it. He's in his motorcycle gear. This is for Super Smash Brothers. And I also was able to get the Silver Mario. This one I was really surprised they had. But they had Pac-Man. They had 2 of the individual Splatoon kids. They had a couple of the combined 3 packs of Splatoon kids. That might have been it. They didn't get Lucina, Lucario. I don't even know who it is. What's it, a Fire Emblem character or a Monster Hunter character? I don't know. I'm not interested in that person, but they never got one of those in. And then whichever Pokemon one came out in this wave, they didn't get that in. So again, I don't really care. I'm not interested in those, but super happy to get these 2 guys. Hopefully I can get a gold Mario at some point, but I'm paying retail. I'm not paying anything ridiculous for these things. So let's get into what I got at the Salvation. So we have a third-party Super Nintendo controller. This one is made by Tomy. So you can see the box is in really excellent condition for the most part, especially since this was made in 2014. Anyways, this controller is ready to be used. It's an aftermarket. It's so aftermarket that it'll be hard to see through the plastic, but you can see. Well, actually, you can see it pretty well. The ovular shaped, if you want to call it that, where the Nintendo name would go, is there. So hey, I've got a Retron 5. I've got 2 Super Nintendos, so this will definitely come in handy. So I was happy to pick that up. We got an NES title called The Secret Scroll Flying Dragon. It's and you'll see the case says $1, but that turns out to not be the case. Got a super cool dinosaur sticker on the back. All right. Next up, we have not 1, but 2 Sega Genesis controllers. These are the 3-button variants, original, non-terrible shape. This one's super good still, close with. These are Sega Genesqua, I don't know what you say it. But I have the mini one, which I purchased previously, and I've shown you guys this one with the 32X attached. I need to find out what the story with the 32X is. I think there's a bent, one of the slots for the pins, I think one of them has something jammed in it, so I've got to take that apart and fix it. But I have no intention on keeping this one. I have the original Sega Genesis, and when I say my original, the one that I bought as a kid in the mid-'80s. So there we go. So that one I'm keeping. And the one that I got at Salvation Army yesterday also. This one's in very good condition. My boy blew the dust off of it. I just got to hook it up, make sure it works. And if it does, what I'll have to do is get a power cable and, what is it, an RF switch that goes... It's a busted up Game Boy Advance SP. So, I mean, it's in horrible, horrible shape. You can see somebody markered in the red nub on the top side of the screen. I don't want to say what side because I'm backwards. It's scratched up. It's colored. The buttons were colored, and I can clean this up some, but yeah, those scratches aren't going away. But lo and behold, whoa, Pokemon Emerald. So this is a pretty pricey game. And I have another Game Boy Advance SP that is cleaned up and is in much, much better condition than this, as well as a case and a couple games. So I'll bundle all those together and get those out of the house and buy some more stuff. So this is a GS series of so this is a again, this is a terrible condition. So why did I get it? And we'll get to that. All right, next up, Nintendo 64. No cables, no nothing, but I don't think there's a 200 code. What I can't remember is it's got the original, the first part of the 64 paper. So this should be considered get some codes and fit this into some rules. And last but not least, I got a Pokemon XD. What is it? Gale of Darkness? Let me look closer. Gale of Darkness. All right, it's in excellent shape. Really good shape. But anyways, it's in excellent shape, and of course the first thing I do on systems is, of course, I like to see if it's available over, but that's fine. This one I'm going to keep, and I'm going to sell it silver. So I just got to change out the cords, put this one onto the TV, double check it, make sure it works, and then I have a brown also some special variant of the game here. So that's really we've got an aftermarket Super Nintendo controller. We've got two Sega Genesis 3-button controllers. We've got one Nintendo game, The Secret Scroll Flying Dragon. We've got a Game Boy Advance SP with Pokemon Emerald. We have got GameCube, Pokemon Mission controllers, normal black, Nintendo 64, and Sega Genesis. Three systems, and got it for the low price of $5. So I kind of felt bad because he offered me that Super Nintendo bundle for $175. I asked him to send me pictures, and he didn't. And he went and researched it and found that there's a lot of money in those games. It's like 50 games, including the system and 2 controllers. So what he's asking for is not outrageous. What he's doing is setting the price too high for an auction. I have no doubt that if he lets me represent him on Craigslist, I can get him the $400 he really hopes to get, if not more. And certainly, if they broke it up into bundles of games, of like a 10-game bundle with the system, he can make a lot of money. Obviously, he doesn't want to get stuck with the kind of the shovel sports games and some of the kiddie games, some of the poor platformers. But I mean, he's got the major games in there. He's got himself a nice lot, and I'm not kicking myself because I wasn't going to give him $175 for Super Nintendo and $50 if it was sports games. Games. But once he showed me the list, once he posted it anyway, I was like, man, I should have bought it. But I had no way of knowing, so I'm not too upset. Also, if he winds up not selling it, I have to spend it with $120 cash for it. Because it's not overcoming a really good as well. But it's $200 cash in hand, so hopefully he'll do that. So that's going to do it for now. This is probably the last video for a long this couple of applications of the program, and not going to have access to some of the others or stuff. So, talk about the trip a little bit more, post some pictures. I have no more Facebook, we'll do that, so I can't look for it now. But what you can do is follow me on Twitter. I am @Swirlcast, or you can check out the things @TheBGBCon, @DeepVoice, @TheReddit, and @HazyRoad. Also check out @Splinter37. I think that's the better podcast name. And make sure to follow those guys and watch the videos. Big Red, 23,000 YouTube followers, really strong. So, and he does a lot of sports videos, very good ones too, funny stuff. So check him out. Deep Voice is on Twitch, @DeepVoice. Big Red doesn't do a whole lot of twitching, but he's on there occasionally. So, thanks for watching, shipmates. This has been a but as always, always,